Alright, so part 2, walking you through how to transfer your smaller image with the right proportions using the guidelines of the grid method onto your larger piece of paper. So we have our 4x4 grid and our 4x4 grid with the right proportions and ratio. When you're sketching in this onto here, shade or draw lightly. Do not dig into the paper with your pencil, especially if you're using like an HB or a hard lead. There's a chance that when you erase, but your lines are too dark, the charcoal won't be able to seep into where the lines dug in with the pencil, or the lines were dug in with the pencil. So nice and sketchy. If you need to use like a 6B or 2B or 4B, I would recommend that. But you are looking at each grid and that will help you get the proportions right. Okay, you can get extra calculative with this, like, but I'm gonna start with here. Okay, so let's look at this square and this square. So I see that the neck starts here, okay, and it goes up, and it's kind of fairly close to this line here. So I'm gonna go up here, and the neckline stops about 3/4 way up. Now you can get super measure, like you can measure like it out, like since everything's double, like where it stops. So this line is about 2 inches up from the 2.5 inches. So if I do 2 times 2 is 4, so it would go up to like here, right? So it's gonna start here. It's kind of hard because I'm doing it backwards. And it's gonna go close to this line, and this is where the line stops at 4 and at 2 here. All right, keep it like that. Okay, and then let's see, what else can I do? So it kind of goes out here from the 2, and the hair starts underneath this line, very close to this line right here. Okay, where this is. And you can measure it in to see how much it goes in. So this is 0.5 inches, so it would be 1 inch in on this line here. Okay, so this line where the hair curl is kind of starts right here, and it goes in. And this line is about, this curl goes in about 1 inch up, so it'll be 2 inches right here. Now this you can get very precise, right? This one goes in about 3/4 of an inch, so that's 1.5 inches in. Or what you can do is you don't have to rely on the grid so much, right? So you can like measure how much the chin dips in. That's about 1/4 of an inch, so it'll be 1/2 inch from here down, right? Quarter of an inch, because everything's times 2. So the chin's going to be here, right? And you can measure out where the lips will be, where the nose will end, where the eyes will end and start, right? You can get super precise with the measurements. Or what I recommend is maybe do a few measurements, like where the chin is, where the neck ends, where the head ends from the top down here, right? So this would be about 3/4 of an inch, so it will be 1.5 inches down from here over here. And then set these guidelines, right? And then just try to draw it freehandedly. And then after that, check to see with the ruler, using the ratio to see if the placements are right, especially if it's looking wonky, okay? But go ahead and sketch this out lightly in pencil, and I will give you an update separately because I don't want to do this all in a video. It's going to take forever. It should take you a few hours, okay? A whole class, 3 hours in fact. Do a good job with this, get all the shadow shapes in, because life is only going to get easier when you start shading it in with charcoal. Okay, so I'll see you on the other side of sketching this in. So I want this sketched in before next class, which is Wednesday. So by the end of this class, I want a volume scale done. By the beginning of next class, I want this whole thing sketched in. Okay, so I will also write that in the project assignment sheet. All right, good luck.